I'm Christine from Nature's Real Beauty and Sacred Sounds Australia. Nature's Real Beauty is our brand of sound therapy instruments, and Sacred Sounds Australia is the name of our studio for recording, online workshops, crystal bowl trainings, private sound baths, and group sound baths. So you can look us up on either of those names, and I will post links below for you to find us easily. I am doing a beginner series on crystal ball playing, learning for beginners. And so I'm doing a couple of foundational things. But what I want to talk to you about first is the difference between a 440 hertz tuning and 432. Now, some people say it makes no difference, but when you start to do therapeutic work and you start to really rebalance a lot of people, then you will realize that it does make a big difference. And this is how I'll explain it. If you were going to listen to a radio station and it was 104.3, you would turn your dial on your radio to 104.3 and you will be able to tune in and listen to what is being transmitted. You will be able to hear it. But if you put in 8 hertz more into that, and so that will be like 105 point, I don't know, I should have done the maths. 105.1, something like that. So if you tune into that and you try to listen to the radio, you either would hear a lot of disturbance and white noise, or you would not be able to hear the signal at all. So my question to you is, if your body is used to listening to secular music, then your body is tuned to 440 hertz. Now, way back, a couple of hundred years ago, the tunings of orchestras were changed from 432 that they were originally set to 440 to standardize secular music. But there is thought and speculation that it was actually to change the original human tuning so that we're tuned just slightly out of tune, so that our guidance and intuition is just a little bit off. So I'll leave it for you to decide where are you at tuning in to your frequency and your vibration and tuning into other people. So basically, if you're around a lot of spiritual people who have already reattuned themselves to 432, then you may not actually have a resonance with a lot of things that they're saying. So you may have more resonance with secular things, but you may be totally out of tune with your intuition. So I'll leave you to be the judge, because I'm such a strong believer that we all need to come back to the place where we can tune in to our own bodies, our minds, our thought processes, our soul, so that we know that we have got a higher frequency and that it resonates with truth, basically. That is why it is super important to have the right tuning. So if you do listen to a lot of secular music and you're transitioning to a more spiritual, holistic lifestyle, then you can start out with 440, but you will want to start to attune yourself to 432, because 432 is where a lot of magic happens. And I'm not saying it doesn't happen at 440. It does, but not at the same level. It is just way more amplified at 432. And then that way you can find your tribe, because your vibe basically will be raised to that other tuning frequency, and yeah, you'll be able to find people that think and believe in the same wavelength as you. So it is super important. And when people tell you the truth too, you will feel a resonance and a vibration. It's very important to be in touch with your true frequency. And if you know what that is, that's even better, because it will explain to you a whole lot about, who you are as a human, a soul in a human body, and why you're potentially here, what you are all about. For example, the solar plexus is a frequency that I really resonate with, and I love to empower other people. I love to encourage them, believe in people, support them, give them the tools to reach their full potential. So I definitely love solar plexus energy. A lot of people are drawn to very compassionate workplaces, and they may resonate more with the heart chakra. You would get teachers that may resonate either with their third eye or their throat chakra, because they love to speak and listen, or counselors speaking and listening. So yeah, it is super, super important when you start to realize which frequency you sit well with. And grounding is something that we all need. But you do also get a lot of people that are just super, super supportive, loyal, stable, trustworthy, and they would be root chakra hard working people. This will be creative. This would be the energy of our leaders. This will be the energy of our compassionate workers, carers, like I said, communicators, teachers, our spiritual intuitives, guidance, counselors, life coaches, and then our spiritual leaders. So I'll let you be the judge over whether 432 or 440 matters. Now, if you listen to me playing, this is a set of 432 hertz bowls. And because I'm recording it through a device, the devices actually convert it to 440. So don't be fooled into buying something, paying a lot more because it says it's 432. But if you're listening to it on a device, it will be 440 hertz. Because that is the resident frequency that all of those sound waves are transmitted and received on, that wavelength. So you choose, and that is why it is better if you want to listen to crystal bowls to raise your vibration, to come back home to your set point frequency, your signature frequency. If you want to use sound to discover more aspects of your soul and your soul's purpose, I believe it is absolutely important to listen in person to 432 hertz. It is way more powerful. It is, however, difficult after that to go back and listen to a lot of secular music. You might find that your taste will totally change, and sometimes it sounds a bit like scrambled noise. So you may have once loved rock, and if you start to listen to and attune yourself to 432, you may end up not being able to listen to it so much. So anyway, that is my down low on the 440 hertz to 432. There are definitely a different wave, and the signals will not be matter? Well, you go try moving 8 hertz off your radio station and see what it sounds like, and you decide for yourself if 8 hertz makes a difference. Anyway, I would love to hear your comments. I would love to hear that some of you have actually gone and done that little experiment. That will be very interesting. And if you have, then I would like to see you comment down below, because I'd be super curious to see what the outcome is. Or do our own little scientific experiment.